Namaste. Mahatma Gandhi, father of the nation, realized citizen of the world, said, I do not want my house to be walled. Humanity grew up in the faith of fatherhood of God and brotherhood of man, expressed in different ways. India honors all. We believe that our joy and happiness lies in the happiness of all. Spirituality became the way of life for us. As the centenary celebrations of Champaran Satyagraha came to a close, it is necessary to take serious note of what Dr. Rajendra Prasad highlighted in his detailed description about the unfinished work of reconstruction of India after independence and redeem the oppressed humanity is still waiting for us to take charge. Our journey must begin now from where Gandhiji left in Champaran with a definite goal of uniting India with the world, strengthening the roots of its culture, and providing wings to fly to our children to mingle with the different cultures of the world and become dignified global citizens. This time, it is a journey of the whole humanity towards peace, now or never. To make it enjoyable and safe, every child, everywhere, must be made healthy, wealthy, and wise in an atmosphere of love and trust. As the teacher astronauts Krista McAuliffe and Barbara Morgan proudly said, I touch the future, I teach, and we explore, we discover, and we share. The great thing about being a teacher is, is you get to do that with children. Absolutely wonderful job before us. See the tiny bird, arctic tern, in its tinier brain has the intelligence and tremendous power in its wings to fly to farthest places under unfavorable climatic conditions and return back again with the change. That way, it protects its species and enjoys the God given life peacefully. The great spiritual forgotten lesson for the humanity. Let us resume our journey with different cultures but as one human family. I repeat, one human family with love for the child whose divinity makes it enjoyable too. Then the whole world will swing in ecstasy with the love for the Lord. Listen to what is love and Indian jazz. Jai Hind.
This is from the story of my life taken from the autobiography of Ellen Keller. I remember the morning that I first asked the meaning of the word love. This was before I knew many words. I had found a few early violets in the garden and brought them to my teacher. She tried to kiss me, but at that time I did not like to have anyone kiss me except my mother. Miss Sullivan put her arm gently around me and spelled into my hand, I love Ellen. What is love? I asked. She drew me closer to her and said, It is here, pointing to my heart, whose beats I was conscious of for the first time. Her words puzzled me very much because I did not then understand anything unless I touched it. I smelled the violets in her hand and asked, half in words, half in signs, a question which meant, Is love the sweetness of flowers? No, said my teacher. Again I thought the warm sun was shining on us. Is this not love? I asked, pointing in the direction from which the heat came. Is this not love? It seemed to me that there could be nothing more beautiful than the sun, whose warmth makes all things grow. But Miss Sullivan shook her head, and I was greatly puzzled and disappointed. I thought it strange that my teacher could not show me love. A day or two afterward, I was stringing beads of different sizes in symmetrical groups, two large beads, three small ones, and so on. I had made many mistakes, and Miss Sullivan had pointed them out again and again with gentle patience. Finally, I noticed a very obvious error in the sequence, and for an instant I concentrated my attention on the lesson and tried to think how I should have arranged the beats. Miss Sullivan touched my forehead and spelled with decided emphasis, think. In a flash, I knew that the word was the name of the process that was going on in my head. This was my first conscious perception of an abstract idea. For a long time, I was still. I was not thinking of the beads in my lap, but trying to find a meaning for love in the light of this new idea. The sun had been under a cloud all day, and there had been brief showers, but suddenly the sun broke forth in all its southern splendor. Again, I asked my teacher, is this not love? Love is something like the clouds that were in the sky before the sun came out, she replied. Then, in simpler words than these, which at that time I could not have understood, she explained, you cannot touch the clouds, you know, but you feel the rain and know how glad the flowers and the thirsty earth are to have it after a hot day. You cannot touch love either, but you feel the sweetness that it pours into everything. Without love, you would not be happy or want to play. The beautiful truth burst upon my mind. I felt that there were invisible lines stretched between my spirit and the spirits of others.
Dear Swami, thank you. Thank you for letting your sisters and brothers from many countries of the world gather as the Sai Symphony Orchestra and work in total harmony. We love you, Swami. Subramanyam.